Hi, my name is Julia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another pick a card reading, and today we are going to read about your most powerful spirit guide, and I'm really excited to get into this. So yeah, we'll find out all we can find out about your most powerful spirit guide and what do they help you with? What do they work on with you? So I think this is going to be a fascinating reading. It's been quite a while since I did a reading on the spirit guides. So let's get into it. We have 4 piles today, and coming out for pile 1, we have the clear quartz cluster. Pile 1 with the clear quartz cluster. Let's drop that. Okay. Pile 2 with the amethyst. Pile 2 with the amethyst. Pile 3 with the blue aura titanium quartz. Blue aura titanium quartz for pile 3. Pile 4 is the black tourmaline. Black tourmaline for pile 4. As per usual, timestamps will be in the description and in the comments. I love you guys. If you would like to book a reading with me, I would love to read for you. Just send me an email. You can find any information you need to contact me, including my email, in the description box. Just a quick notice that I am booked on my readings until for this next week, and then I will be traveling. So I think the earliest I'll probably be able to get back into readings will be like second week of October, like around the 7th or 8th. So, but you can book ahead of time, but I wouldn't be able to do the reading until then. So I love you guys. Let's get into the reading. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the clear quartz cluster, pile 1, this is your reading, and we are reading about your most powerful spirit guide and how they work with you, or what are they working on you with, or what do they usually, what's going on in your life when they are most active with you, or when they're taking action on your behalf. So I'm really grateful to do this reading with you guys today. I love these types of readings. And it's been a while since I did a good spirit guide reading, so let's get into it. So, okay, so coming out first, pile 1, hey, love you. We have, I'm learning how to read these cards because they're brand new. I've really only used them like once, but these are fascinating cards. Okay, so we have the buried mound and the serpent's rattler, along with the warrior. Okay, so your most powerful spirit guide is just that, very powerful. I just want to read to you some of what these say on these 2 cards, because there's a little bit of writing underneath here. And when I pulled them right now, when I shuffled and pulled these cards, I read it and I was like, my God, this is powerful. So we have the buried mound, and it says, what is buried is not forgotten. It is made sacred. And also the serpent's rattler, which says, the warning comes before the strike. The body knows what the mind fears to admit. I'm getting a song. Your head is humming and it won't go, in case you don't know. The piper's calling you to join him. I know I can't sing Stairway to Heaven because I don't have a singing voice, but that's what I just heard. The piper's calling you to join him. And I'm not thinking this isn't towards you. What I'm getting here is you have a very powerful spirit guide who does not play about you, pile 1. And it's giving the feeling here, and I'm going to get more into it, like there's people who have done you wrong in the past, and that there's, it's like your spirit, this spirit guide goes after people who have done you wrong, because it's almost like to collect the debt. The pipe is calling you to join him. And this is an interesting channel I'm getting when I hear your head is humming and it won't go, in case you don't know. So I have a feeling like, perhaps this won't be for all of you, but for a lot of you, there's a certain somebody in your life who has done you wrong, and it feels to me that when your guide, or people who have done you wrong, we'll say it that way, that when this guide of yours goes after people, it's something they do where it's like I'm seeing oh, that's so weird. I'm seeing like, you know in the movie Poltergeist when the TV goes like all that white fuzz, the white noise. It's like when your spirit guide is going after somebody who's wronged you, all of a sudden it's like they can't think straight. They get brain fog. It's like white noise, and it prevents them from being able to make clear decisions or have good judgment. So then, because they are making wrong decisions, the karma, the things that are happening, the actions that are happening to them are of their own making, in a sense, because they didn't take clear and precise action. I hope I'm making some kind of sense here. I hope I'm making some kind of sense. And so it's a feeling of this spirit guide doesn't play about you. And I'm feeling this is a very prominent spirit guide in your life. Some of our guides, I know, they kind of are on the wayside until there's a certain thing activated in our life that they're needed. This one I feel helped you in multiple areas. I'm also seeing that okay, so let me keep going. So let me keep going, because I'm starting to, before I get too many channeled messages on that, I just want to keep going. Okay, so we have Sagittarius and Pluto in reverse. So some of you could be younger. You could be from the Pluto and Sagittarius generation. I suppose that's possible. I forget what year that starts, but that would actually make you pretty young, so maybe not. But there's something here about this guide helping you to go deeper, to help heal the wounds, some of the wounds of things that have happened to you in the past. This guide is also somebody who reveals things to you. They reveal, I'm feeling some of your innermost desires, some of your innermost fears, anything that's been repressed. They bring it to light so that more of your gifts will be activated. They're helping you deal with things that are in your subconscious. And there's powerful activations that take place. Also hoping for one card here, and 3 came out, and interesting, they are all planets, no houses. So we have Neptune, Mars, and Jupiter also coming out. And what I'm hearing is whatever your dreams are, this guide is helping you take inspired actions in order to expand your life and go after your dreams, to find blessings and expansion, and to take inspired action to acquire your dreams. This guide also might speak to you often through your dreams. You might have dreams that have messages, meanings. So let's get a little bit more on who your spirit guide is, or what's characteristics of them. Hold on one second, let me look at these really quick. Vapor. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm not saying that this guide is unforgiving to people, but there's something about forgive but not forget. It's like it remembers and it goes after the people who have done you wrong. I'm also, this guide is also somebody who guides you very greatly when you're jumping from or I guess you say transitioning from one timeline to another. Like when you're in that between phase, they're there helping you work. It's like they're not just helping you, but it's like they're helping your surrounding reality to sort out the details so certain things can fall into place. I'm also getting, it's beautiful, the favorable God and the raising God. Wow, loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress brings victory. So this is giving the feeling like some of you may have had situations in your past, cures rage, where there was some things that, it's giving the feeling like there's things that happened that were very disturbing, maybe possibly even some kind of bullying, or maybe a certain relationship, or somewhere where you worked, some kind of work habitat environment where something made you feel perhaps bullied, judged, or oppressed. And this guide does not play about that. This guide works to help you in situations like that, to help bring healing, and to also go after the people who did that. This guide doesn't play. This guide does not play when it comes to these kinds of things. I also am seeing that this guide is currently working with you on on certain things. Oh, I keep getting tongue-tied. This is an intense energy. Love you guys, so I'm doing my best. It's something about when you are finding yourself distracted by many things, this guide works on bringing your focus back, and also with the human charger in reverse, keeping people away from you. This guide comes around to when it's time to keep certain people away from you who drain you, or certain things that drain you, whether it's too much, TV, social media, hanging out in certain places or with certain people, or people coming around trying, can I have this? Can I have that? Can you do this for me? Can you stay later? Can you pick up this? Can you go get that? It's like all these things that drain you. This guide is trying to works on keeping these things away from you so that you don't have so many distractions. I'm also seeing here that with 9 of Cups, Queen, there's a lot of cups here. This guide also helps you with regulating your emotions and staying emotionally balanced. This guide is working. So I also asked, what does this guide want you to know? Is that I want you to know that 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups reverse. This guide wants you to know that you are still lovable and worthy of getting what you want, even though certain people in the past didn't treat you as such. They want you to be happy. This guide works on helping you get your wish fulfillment. Also, for some of you, I'm getting a side message here that some of you may have had a mother or parent figure who didn't, and this one, I could feel this won't be for all of you, but maybe didn't show you a certain amount of nurturing or love as a child. And this guide works with you to show you your worth and how worthy you are, and that you are worth, and that you do deserve to be loved and have happiness. This guide also wants to lead you towards, once again, might not be for all of you, but a better crowd of people. And by better, I mean like-minded. They want to help you call in your soul tribe, people who are like-minded, people who will celebrate you, people who are genuinely happy for you, not people who are wearing a facade. And I'm getting this again too with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse here, is that this is for some of you here, there's things that have happened in the past or from childhood or with family, or even maybe some kind of financial trauma or wounding or taking some kind of a huge loss that this guide is helping you to heal with, and let you know that your dreams are very attainable. They do guide you in the direction of where you want to go. They have the 9 of Cups. This is wishes and wish fulfillment. They are heavily fighting on your behalf. This is somebody who really does not play about you. I also have the 5 of Cups, vice versa. Okay, so this is a side message. Yeah, this definitely won't be for everyone, but for someone here, here's a little message for you from this guide, and you'll know if this is for you, if it resonates. And it's despite the fact that there was something, it's somebody here has, it's like they took some kind of loss, or there's some kind of feeling of loss or depression or sadness about something that didn't play out the way you were hoping for, and they want you to know that what you want, or something even better, is so much closer than you think. It's like, you see how far the Ace of Pentacles is from his hand? It's within reach, it's coming to you. But there's somebody here who's it's giving of either masking their feelings about how they feel about something that they felt they took a loss in, whether this is a relationship, money, any kind of life in general. It's like, but like not wanting people to see how upset or hurt, or that feeling like, it's like, I don't want anyone to know it bothered me that much. They want you to know that not to worry, because something better or what you want is coming, and it's so much closer than you think. So that's what I'm getting here. So this is what I have for you, pile 1. This is a very powerful spirit guide. I have a feeling there's somebody, keep getting tongue-tied. What is going on? Okay, so I have a feeling there is actually a specific someone or a group of someone's that this guide is currently, your head is humming and it won't go, in case you don't know. Like, there's somebody whose mind that they are in, and every time this person tries to make a decision to do something, it's like they can't think clearly, they can't make a clear choice of what's the right thing to do or what do they want to do, and it's affecting their way to go after or the direction their life is heading. And this might be somebody who's bullied you or oppressed you in the past. Could be a relationship, a boss, family member. And it's like this, I feel like this person probably thought it was like, oh well, it's old news, whatever. But even though it was buried, it was not forgotten. It's like one of those things like, okay, this guy made it a sacred mission. Like, oh, I'm going to get you. You are going to answer for what you did. You will answer for what you did. And it's like almost like waiting for the right time to strike. And I feel like this person senses it. Whoever they're going after, this person senses it. They sense something's off. It says, the warning comes before the strike. Like they know, it's like, why can't I think straight? Why, I don't know what should I do about this? What should I do about, it's like they can't make up their mind. I don't know what's going on. I have all this brain fog. And that's the presence of this guide working in the presence of, you know, people who have hurt you or wronged you. So I love you guys. Very powerful reading, very powerful guides, very powerful group. I'm sending you so much love. I'm going to take it to pile 2. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the Amethyst pile 2, this is your reading, and this is all about your most powerful spirit guide and what do they do working with you or helping you. And we're going to get right into it. But already, I can tell this is a very powerful pile. Of course, they all are. But as soon as I put the cards down, I started to get a song. And I got an interesting song in pile 1 too, but this one's a little different, and I don't know how to sing, so I hope you will forgive me. Didn't bring a singing voice with me in this life. My gifts come in other forms, but definitely not singing, so I hope I don't hurt anyone's ears, but it's powerful. I cast a spell on you so you won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. So, yeah, I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. You'll never get away from the sound of a woman that loved you. So, I'm sorry I can't sing, but that's what I'm getting. And it has everything to do with the being that I am tapping into right now. The being, the guide that is your most powerful guide, pile 2, I don't even want to say is exactly a being. It might be described or personified as a being, but this is feeling more like the frequency of a realm. And I know I might not be making too much sense, but as this song came through, and this doesn't have to be about love. I know, I listen to Fleetwood Mac, and so I know that song is more referring to love, but the message I'm getting as I channel that song is actually what I'm getting here is, it's not just about love, it's about people you come in contact with, people who have tried to wrong you or would have wronged you, but never got the opportunity to. There is a very powerful presence that is, I would say, is the most powerful spirit guide that you have. And it's not even, like I said, a being. It's more feeling like a realm. It's very Hecatean, if I will. It could, for some of you, be Hecate, but it's more giving the feeling of a realm, like as there would be the realm of Hades, the realm of Hecate, the realm of Pluto, the realm of Saturn. It's bigger than just a being, but it's either you work with this presence or you have it has a very powerful effect in your energy and around the people who come in contact with you. And I hope I'm making some kind of sense, but I keep seeing a vision of a very dark feminine goddess. And one side, as I'm seeing it in my eye, is holding it's like a ball of light, a ball of fire, and the other side, it's like the keys. So this is like a gatekeeping type energy, guardian at the gates, the crossroads. This is a very powerful, prominent presence, and it's giving the feeling of like people or relationships or lovers or family, people who have wronged you. It's like they can't go past. It's like a gate kept energy, like the timeline they go on to next, they will have to pay it. They can't go on to a higher timeline until a certain lesson is learned or a karmic debt is paid for certain ways that they reacted with you. And I feel this being brings a lot of information and a lot of knowledge to you. You might be somebody who has a lot of magical, spiritual, psychic abilities. You might be an occultist, and if you are not in this life, and I don't just mean occultist, but somebody who's realized how much power and psychic abilities they have, then trust me, if you're not that in this life, or you haven't realized it yet, you were in a last life. You were in a last life. You might have even been part of a group or a sect or a priesthood or a group, something that maybe worshipped a certain deity like Hades, Hecate. So I think you understand what I'm saying, where I'm getting at. And there's a special connection or relationship to this realm and to this being that you've carried with you into this life. And I haven't started reading the cards yet, but I have a feeling it should make a lot of sense. But this is instantly, actually it was when I looked at this card that the song came through. So I kind of started reading the cards, but okay. She flies too, I guess. But it was this card, and it says Tide Keeper. Tide Keeper. So I'm going to start reading the cards, but very powerful energy here, pile 2. Well, since we're reading your most powerful guide, I guess that would make a lot of sense, right? Gosh, I hope I didn't hurt too many of your guys' ears. Okay, so Tide Keeper, the Tide Keeper, and it says, not all things come when called. Some arrive only when the sea says yes. Very powerful energy. And what I'm getting from that is this has something to do, like I said, with time and cycles. So there's also kind of a Saturnian feel here, which makes, like I was saying, which would make sense with why I was saying, like there's like a gatekeeper, you know, at the crossroads with, you know, with the keys. Only certain people will gain access, or where they get access to will be based on, you know, what debts they have to pay. And I feel a lot of it will have to do with their interactions, perhaps with you. I feel there's a feeling of people who have, you know, can't escape from the things they've done to you. There's something about that here. I mean, I know at some point or another, everybody's going to pay some kind of karmic debt for things we've done in past lives, future lives. It's all of us, you know. There's no judgment here, but it's just a feeling of you know, people have done you wrong. It really doesn't look good for them in the near future. Or maybe they think things go well for a while, and then there's like a certain cycle, like something clicks and it's like the gatekeeper comes to collect. You know, there's something here very powerful. And also we have the mountain lion. So some of you here might have pet cats, or have always, or you know, some kind of pet that you're very connected with. It could also be that you've always had maybe an attraction or an affinity for big cats, you know, lions, tigers, panthers, something like that. But I feel that some of you might have a spirit animal that in the astral takes form, or takes the form of a big cat. So even like something like the Sphinx, it's very protective over you. And this guy does not play about you. It says, power does not beg. It watches, waits, and knows. Love it. And last but not least of these 3 cards, this is one of my newer decks. I'm still learning to read these ones. I don't know them like the back of my hand yet, but I love this deck. It's very, very fascinating so far. This one says Avalanche, and it says, not all collapse is chaos. Some is divine interruption. And what I'm getting here is, it feels like a message from this powerful being or realm that is the most powerful guide, or the energy of your most powerful guide that's coming up. It's giving the feeling of sometimes there's things that it might feel like collapse, or something gets like covered up, or it's almost like, oh, that was supposed to happen with somebody. I'm starting to channel. It's like that. Oh, I was supposed to go do this, or this was supposed to happen, or I thought they were cool with me, or I thought I was gonna get this job, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't happen. And what I'm hearing is that there's the reason it collapses. There's just something moving here. It's okay. We're good. Whatever it is, we got some spiritual activity here for sure. But whatever gets covered up, it's because of the fact that you are being protected. It's almost like, not that maybe even a certain person was going to do something wrong or to harm you, but maybe they would have brought you around a certain crowd where something that was not meant to happen to you or around you or have you involved in, you would be protected from. And I keep getting a lot of channels here. We also have coming out here, because I asked, you know, what do they work with you with? We also have, you know, it makes sense with this song. I heard Venus in reverse, 8th house in reverse. You can't next to 7th house. Nah. Somebody can't be with you and be like, if you're with somebody, they can't lie to you. I mean, they could try, but it's not like you wouldn't know. You would know. It would be revealed to you. I feel this guide, this presence will make it. They will whisper it so clearly and loudly in your ear, or they will cause some kind of like a set of events to take place, like a domino effect of events where this person ends up exposing themselves or getting caught or sticking their foot in their mouth. You know, there's something here about that. They also too, I'm hearing that They make the unknown known to you with the 8th house in reverse. They make what is kept secret is revealed to you. Let's keep going. Let's get into it. So this very fascinating energy. Okay, we have Ihahel. I can't do these, you know, in the angel deck, these angel names, I sometimes try not to say it because I feel like if I can't say something right, I shouldn't. But I believe it's Ihahel, Baal, Nabirius, Wall. Okay, let's start here. God, the highest being. Desire to know, the acquisition of wisdom. Yeah, so I feel like this guide speaks to you, this being, this realm brings you messages much through your mental state. I think it also is the way things manifest around you. It's giving the feeling of like claircognizance, but also it's almost like if you wanted to know something, it's like I think if you just set a certain attention, or even if you just even said it out loud, I want to know about, you know, what is that? Physics. I want to know physics. It's like all of a sudden you would get on, you know, all these things would start popping up, like where, you know, it would make it easy for you to learn. Like they would make the resources available, or the direction you would need to go available to learn this stuff, and it would be easy for you to get your hands on resources or information about knowledge you want to learn, especially anything that I'm feeling that is occulted with this 8th house and this tidekeeper coming up. And yeah, so also Baal. Okay, so there's, yeah, this, like I said, this is a very powerful being. This is the presence of this being, or like I said, it doesn't even feel fully like a being. I feel like sometimes it's described or personified as a being, but this is almost like a realm, a complete frequency. And that's how it's just coming up for me. I hope I'm making some kind of sense. Sometimes things that are not of the 3rd dimension, trying to explain it, there's not really words because it's not like really of this world, you know, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. So let me see. We have cures or causes pestilence. It's giving the feeling like this. Okay, so what I'm actually channeling from this is like this being it's like it can shift your reality or the environment around you quickly and easily, you or the people or people who are connected to you. So it could really quickly and easily shift and change so the way things are going for someone around you. Like it's almost like giving the feeling of if somebody you know, felt like because they're not in contact with you, or it's been a while, like that there would be possibly no effect for something they caused. I hope that makes some kind of sense, where all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, yeah, life's good, I'm not gonna have to deal with that. I don't care what pile 2 says. I'm not scared. I'm not dealing with that, or I'm not fixing it, or I'm not doing that, or I don't care what if they're mad, you know. But then all of a sudden things in their environment the lights might start twitching, they might start feeling ill. There's like little things where this vibration, this frequency, this realm will start seeping into that person's environment or you know, reality, where all of a sudden it's like, oh God, you know, why is this happening? And they might not be able to put 2 and 2 together that it's because of something they did, but it's all this. Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying, but it can cause things to get really bad and really ugly really quick, or fix it. Yeah. I definitely feel that it brings a lot of information or knowledge to you. I feel this pile has very quick aptitude, quick learners. It's easy for you to pick up on things, to know things, to learn things. That's part of how this being has worked with you and through you in this lifetime. Yeah. Definitely, with this one, it says, procures the love of a woman, tells of things past, present, and future, builds love between friends and enemies. So, yeah, I feel like if this presence, this being, this, you know, you may or may not enter this gatekeeper type energy, you know, guardian at the gates, feels that somebody has learned a lesson and they are worthy of coming back around, or they come back, like they've learned their lesson. It's okay for them to come back around you. It's like they can make things better. They can rebuild this being will help to rebuild a connection. I mean, when I ask about who's the unseen and the mentor, I mean, it definitely describes it perfect. This is a being that I feel like not too many people. I wouldn't be surprised if not a lot of people chose this pile. Like, I don't maybe, you know, I don't know. It's just giving the feeling like there's whoever has this power. I feel like you have worked with this being from past lives, many lives, and it brings a lot of information to you, or a lot of information you have carried with you into this life from past lives has to do with working with this being, or this being working with and through you. Yeah, there's a message here, and I feel it coming from, you know, this being, we'll say, this being, this vibration, this frequency of, to remember that you don't have to try to, you already are perfect. Like, so I'm hearing something about you are good enough, or it is good enough, where you don't have to, don't worry about making it perfect. It's perfect just as it is, or you are perfect in your imperfections. Something about that. Some of you might be very, well, a little OCD, or you're very good at perfecting things, but there's something here about everything doesn't have to be completely perfect. You already are, it already is. Also, this being is with you at all times. It guides you everywhere. A lot of your psychic abilities has to do with how much this guide actually works with you and through you, and from how many lives is what I'm getting. It's very powerful. For some of you, it's almost giving the feeling like you are this being, and I hope I'm making some kind of sense. It's almost like you incarnated. It's like a part of you incarnated, like it's you know, this, like I said, part of you is this being, and you incarnated with this energy into this life. And I hope that makes some kind of sense, and I don't sound too crazy. Like, it's part of your soul. Like, this frequency, this being, this realm, it's just part of your soul. It's not, I don't want anybody to feel like, get scared or think it's like, ooh, that's kind of spooky, but it's not like that. It's actually very powerful, very spiritual, very divine. Now, interestingly enough, all of these cards came out in reverse. When I pulled them, I shuffled them, I pulled them, and there's something here about how much this being protects you from certain things, or automatically it's like a certain vibration, it's like a certain veil around you where certain things will automatically be set in motion to go back towards other people. It's almost like people will be cut off before they get a chance to try to harass you or embarrass you, and then it'll be like turn around right back on them. Sometimes it might feel like new beginnings are hard. I'm hearing it might feel like new beginnings are hard to get off the ground for you, but that's because there's something that would happen in a direction you were trying to go that wasn't meant to happen to you. It's also might protect, it's feeling like people who try to return from your past, I'm hearing, okay, so this might be for some of you, maybe not for all of you, but people who were actually, yes, a soulmate or a twin flame, but is no longer in your life. It's this frequency doesn't allow them to come back around. 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, because that being, okay, not that being, that person or whatever, still has karmic lessons to learn, and it's something about you already upgrading to a higher timeline, and now you will be having a new soulmate, or you've already made a new soulmate, or you'll have a different kind of love lesson experience that has nothing to do with some kind of deep past life issues. Yeah, it's like I'm hearing for some of you, somebody left you waiting for way too long, and now that person will be in a place of waiting in many different areas of their life for that, while you move along and move forward. Yeah. And then there's a side message right here before we close it out with this Four of Pentacles reversed and Death. Death reversed, vice versa. I'm getting that there's something that you are forced to let go of, or someone you are forced to let go of. There's either something, this might not be for all of you, but there's either something or someone that you had to let go of, or is no longer a part of your life, and it's because it's almost like I had to let go of this car, or this job, or this person, or this friend group, you know, once again, because it's that something in that either area, person, job would have tried to bring something back into your life, or resurrect something in your life that you had already let go of that would have been really bad for you. It's almost like the feeling of they would have tried to take you back to an old phase, an old cycle, something that was toxic, something that was already been out of your life that's meant to stay out of your life. Something about that. I hope that makes some kind of sense. And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but it's just a pretty powerful energy. So I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take it to pile 3. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the blue Aura Titanium Quartz, This is your reading all about your most powerful spirit guide. I love you guys. Hey. Okay, so let's get into it, pile 3. First and foremost, right here at the top, before I even start reading, I two cards that have to do with plants, with roots and new growth, and then the 4th house coming out twice from 2 different decks. So, and on the 4th house it says roots. So there's something very deeply rooted in you, and I would say that this most powerful spirit guide of yours is somebody who's been with you all your life. They have been working with you and with you your whole life, since you were small, since you were born. And it's giving the feeling that this is somebody, or this being, you've had many lives with. Like, this is somebody who you've worked with, or they've worked with you going back in your ancestry, even many incarnations, maybe even following through your bloodline. And with root of remembrance and the rise of the sapling, this is giving the feeling that this being helps you, for many of you, maybe not for all of you, but for many of you, with breaking generational curses. But not just that, there's also a feeling of bringing things to light, helping you to remember who you are, the truth of your soul. It's something about self-realization, self-actualization, about the deep-rooted gifts that are maybe for some of you repressed, or you haven't awoken to, or maybe some of you already have, but the things that you have brought with you from many past lives, the things that are already known, the gifts that you already hold, the keys you already hold, the things that have come with you from many lifetimes ago. This being helps you to remember that, and to help you to utilize and fully awaken these abilities, these gifts, and the things you are capable of, the knowledge and wisdom you hold, the things you know. And also, with the rise of the sapling, it says, promise in every leaf, the future growing quietly from the soil. So it's something here about this being, I'm getting more of a message from this guide to you about everything you do, every little small step you take counts. Even the small stuff leads to the big stuff. It's something, I'm getting a message here about something about, even if it's a small effort or a big effort and it only produced small results, it counted for something. It's all adding up. You will reap what you sow. You will get the fruits of your labor. It is going to pay off, is what I'm hearing. So I hope that makes some kind of sense for you guys. Maybe not for all of you, but for some of you, that I think that will make some kind of sense. Also, this being helps you to have, is working with you on security. Some of you might be trying to move, or maybe just got a new home, but there's something here about this being always wanting you to feel secure and safe where you live, where you lay your head down at. If you know, there's something here about security, a strong foundation, and also remembering who you are. Any issue, like anything that happens with your family, or things that have happened in your family, or things maybe that go back in your ancestry, this being helps you with that. I'm also seeing here next to roots, 4th house, it's a sextile with opportunity. So this being, like I said, some of you maybe are wanting to move or get a new place. This being is assisting you with that. That might not be for all of you. Also on this 4th house, on the second one, it says, as you did in the past. So it's definitely helping you to awaken all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the abilities you brought with you into this life. It's like in your soul memory. This being helps to activate these things for you. It says your home base or your family and what makes you feel secure. So yeah, exactly. And it has like 4 trees, growing in different directions. So this being is very much has a lot to do with going back. You've been working with this being, this guide, for lifetimes. This being is it's almost, for some of you, this being might even be an ancestor. There might be some life where this being incarnates and you're its spirit guide, and vice versa. It's like you guys have some kind of connection where you work with each other to evolve through certain lessons. You might even keep incarnating in the same bloodline until certain generational curses are broke, or until a certain pattern or a goal is achieved within a certain bloodline. And I hope that makes some kind of sense. So let's see, I also pulled some cards. I also know that this being is extremely powerful. course, because we are asking about your most powerful one. So, of course, in all the piles, the being is going to be very powerful. But I mean, you know, I pulled some of the angel cards and some cards from the Goetia deck, and Asmodeus and Belial. I mean, wow. Don't shoot, pile 3. I don't want any problems. And I mean that in the most, you know, with the utmost respect. Like, wow. You know, it's pretty powerful. So it's giving, this being is very protective about you. This being does not play about you, pile 3. This being really wants you to have a sense of security and structure in this life, for sure, for sure. I'm also, you know, from the angel cards. Now, some of these names, I'm not gonna lie, they get a little bit harder to pronounce. So if I butcher any of these names, I am so sorry. To the Most High God, please forgive me. But I feel like it says Lauya, Lauya and Nitael. And I'm going to tell you what it says on here. It says, the exalted God, victory, grants victory and protection from lightning. So this being, this guide, helps protect you in times of crisis or unexpected events. Like, let's just say there was some kind of a catastrophe or a surprise or an accident. This is the guide that is there, that will be there to help protect you. Like, if, I don't know, maybe some of you in this pile have ever been in some kind of a car accident, or did some, you know, if you're skiing or bicycling or on a motorcycle or some kind of accident, and people are like, man, I don't know how the heck you walked away from that. Like, oh my God, are you okay? That car just came spinning out of nowhere and somehow you managed to swerve right around it just in the nick of time. Like, I can't believe we didn't just, you know, get T-boned. Like, there's this is the guide that is right there, placing that protection over you. Even if your car did get hit, you managed to walk away. This is the guide that is helping you with that. This is the guide that protects you from unknown things, unexpected things, things that come out of left field, surprises. This guide protects you in those situations. And then this card says, God, the King of Heaven. And at the bottom it says, rejuvenation, obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. This being wants you to have a long and prosperous life. And I'm getting the message here that if there's things you have done in the past or mistakes you have made, this being, it wants you to not hold yourself, not the word hold yourself accountable. Accountability is always a good thing, right? But it's giving the feeling of, to let go of whether it's guilt or shame or regret, so that you can be freed from those. These are become ties that bind, so that you can move forward. That if, you know, it's giving the message of, if the Most High God can forgive you, why could you not forgive yourself, is what I'm hearing. And I hope that makes some kind of sense. Maybe it doesn't apply to all of you, but for some of you perhaps, right? And the medallion, ooh, yeah, this being wants you to have very nice things, pile 3. I'm also getting, for some of you with the medallion, perhaps there is some kind of, you know, jewelry that has some kind of, that you might have energetically charged, or perhaps a talisman or some kind of protective jewelry. Or if you were to want to get a jewelry that you had specifically for this being, like, let's just say if you don't know, a specific name for it. It's just something that you can get with the intention of, okay, you know, when I wear this so that for you to come with me in all situations that need protection, and, you know, make some kind of connection to this, you know, to your guides, however you want to speak or communicate. And you can ask them, or you personally can charge your jewelry, or you can purchase from, you know, there's tons of great, you know, people who do all kinds of spiritual jewelry or protective jewelry, especially on Etsy, or, you know, local, there's, you know, spiritual stores. And I always love to, me personally, I admire people's craft and the time, and with the kind of time and attention they put into things. And so you could do something like that. There's some that might benefit some of you. I'm getting that here. And I'm feeling it current. These two cards, for what I pulled, we have, it says, deadline surfer, influencer. Okay, so this being at current, I feel is helping you perhaps feel confident or expand a presence of yours in whatever field you work in, or in a certain area of your life. Perhaps you have a platform, or perhaps you are in work, like your presence, how you're known at work. This being is working on that with you. They're working on how you feel about yourself and what you do, like whatever it is you do for a living or some kind of project or hobby that you have. They're helping you work on your presence and how you feel about yourself with that, and how you appear to others and how others appear what you do, maybe how others respect your craft or your presence or your platform. They're working on you with that. And there's something here about, I'm hearing about for some of you about confidence. And with Deadline Surfer, I hear that there will about expansion and confidence, something there. I'm also getting here with Deadline Surfer, this being is preparing you and preparing your reality, because for many of you, it looks like you will be jumping timelines again. It's looking like there's going to be another big shift in your reality soon. So I don't know exactly how that'll translate. I could do another timeline reading about what timeline you just entered. I haven't done that. I think I did one like maybe a year ago. I could do another one of those. But it's looking like with this Deadline Surfer, how he's riding the wave. The message I'm actually getting is some of you are getting ready to enter, there's going to be a paradigm shift, or you're going to enter into your reality is getting ready to be completely, it's like you're riding through a wave of consciousness right now, and it's getting ready to take you to a completely different place than where you, or different frequency than where you're at now. I'm hearing some of you are getting ready to have to jump timelines again soon, and they're going to be with you with that and prepare you for that. I'm also seeing here with strength, yeah, they want you to remember who you are. Maybe some of you might be able to remember exactly who you were in a past life. Maybe some of you are thinking about doing a past life regression, but there's something here about the gifts and the strength that you've brought with you from lifetimes ago. Also, there's something here about some of you might, with this Ace of Cups reversed next to the Eight of Swords upright, I'm hearing there's some of you might forget, it's like might have perhaps some self-esteem or self-worth issues, or maybe you're not demanding from others what you are worth or what you deserve, and they're trying to remind you like, hey, look, it's like you're demanding, you're demanding, let me get what's example, they're giving me a food example. It's like you're demanding people are treating you like Burger King. Baby, you are Ruth Chris. That's what I'm hearing. Sorry, this guide I think has a great sense of humor. Some of you guys might automatically like start laughing sometimes. Like you might hear like a thought or a joke in your mind, and like all of a sudden you just crack up while you're alone. That's this guide. That's who's putting these thoughts or these little funny things. Like all of a sudden, like you just think of something and you just start cracking. That's this guide. That is this guide. This being they have a great sense of humor. I'm feeling it. It's like, baby, you are not Burger King. You are Ruth Chris. So funny. I'm sorry. So I know like some of you are in different parts of the world, so I don't know if Ruth Chris is everywhere. So it's giving the feeling of you're not fast food, baby. You 5-star restaurant. You are not fast food. So I love that. I love the sense of humor here. It's this being, I think, wants you to be happy. They want to bring joy. They want you to laugh more. And they also want you, there's something here about the thoughts they're working on you with, about different thought forms. Some of you might have sometimes restless thoughts, or thinking like, oh God, they're going to do this. I just know this person's going to do that. Oh, they always do that. There's something here about, they're trying to help you to reprogram, like it's like almost like little neural, I'm getting an interesting channel here. Something about trying to like reform your neural pathways to where you think positive, where it's not like, oh God, I just know they're going to do that. They always do that. Like I understand being fed up with people, but this is the energy of to get your mind into manifestation mode, where it's like, even though you know someone does that, it's like, I'm going to have the absolute best case outcome with this person. It's like they're trying to help you to program your mind into positive thinking, so that even though being around something or a situation that normally goes wrong, it's like to start thinking it, to manifesting it. I'm going to have the best case scenario with this job interview. Instead of like, oh, I'm probably not going to get it. Look at all these other qualified people, or, things like that. To start thinking and manifesting best case scenarios instead of worse. It's like they're helping to reprogram your thinking. I hope that makes some kind of sense. And they're very protective over you. Very protective. Yeah, there's also, this might not be for all of you once again, but for some of you, and it should make sense if it is for you. There's something here about wanting you to either not go back to something of your past, or not let someone from your past come back towards you, because you're being initiated into a different phase of life where things are going to be much more softer, much more easier, and certain, if you go, it's either about letting somebody from the past back in or going back to something that you've released from your past already. It would stop you. It's like you've already passed an initiation point. Like I said, it feels like some of you are getting ready to shift reality or jump a timeline. And so you'll be, and whether you're male or female, you'll be in a very soft era where things are not stressful. Things are much easier. Things flow. It's like, yes, finally, like fast track purged all these lessons and things, and they're done. And now things can be, wow, feel good today. Things are going well, something, or better, or to expanding your horizons, or it's like something about more freedom, more things being available to you. So they want you to prepare for that, but there's a big, maybe a part, it's almost like you're in the middle of an initiation where you have initiated already to get ready to go into this timeline. There's just a big thing about, if something tries to pull you back to the past, or you feel drawn to something, it's not for you. so I hope that made some kind of sense. But I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take it to pile 4. Bye. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the black tourmaline, pile 4, this is your reading all about your most powerful spirit guide. And all the piles have definitely been powerful, including yours, indeed. So let's get into it. Hi, pile 4. I love you guys. So this is very interesting. Okay, so let me start here. We have, 3 cards that came out. They're very fascinating cards. I'm learning this deck because it's still new, so I haven't even seen all the cards that are in this deck. I've shuffled it a few times, and it's very fascinating. So we have the Pact Maker, and it came out in reverse. And I'm going to tell you what it said. It says on the bottom, it says, "Not all who go into the dark are lost. Some go to make a deal," coming out in reverse. And I'll tell you what I'm getting from that. Also, we have "Hear the Silent Drum," and it says, "The call is quiet, the call is constant, and the call is yours." And we also have "Echoes of the Current," and it says, "Feelings return until heard, not to haunt. They are calling you home." And that one came out in reverse. And that one kind of goes with something I was getting down here. But okay, so let me just get into it. So what I'm getting is for each of these 3, I don't actually feel that are necessarily connected, but there are energies where this being is perhaps activated and most present in your life. What I'm getting here from based on the cards I've seen is this being is, okay, there's different times in your life where this being is activated and comes in. With this, the Pact Maker in reverse, it's giving the feeling like people have done things in the past behind your back, perhaps to do you dirty, perhaps they've conspired, perhaps they've plotted, perhaps they've betrayed, there's been betrayals. So, and for some of you that can go as far as group harassment, gang stalking, friends who come in your community, in society, in the collective, at work, within your family. There's things where there are certain things that were done or people were trying to do behind your back. And in those kind of circumstances, that's when this being gets very activated, very present, very protective. And I'm actually hearing this song, and maybe it's just stuck in my head because I heard it actually got channeled to me in pile 1, and it's from Stairway to Heaven, and I can't sing, so I'm so sorry. You might want to close your ears because I'm just going to sing it anyways. But it's the part where it says, "Your head is humming and it won't go," in case you don't know. "The piper's calling you to join him." It's like the piper's calling you to join him, like to gotta have to pay the piper. Like people did things that they now, for what they did, there is a debt due, there is something owed, there are consequences. And it's giving the feeling with the Pact Maker reverse, things they did in the dark. It's like they weren't lost. It's like they knew what they were doing. They went to go do something sneaky. They went to go do something underhanded, something they thought they would never get in trouble for, or made, some kind of arrangements behind your back. This could be, like I said, at work, within family, within a friend group, or even with crowds of people you don't know in society, or in your community where where you live, your neighborhood, your whatever, however this translates for you. But that was not unseen or unknown. And I think these people probably greatly underestimated you and the beings that work with you and protect you. And there's a specific being, the underworld. This has everything to do with what people's obsessive or impulsive thoughts or agendas, or that's when people have things like that, hidden agendas, the hidden motives that it concern you. That's when this being is most activated. So of course we have multiple guides, we have loved ones on the other side, but the most powerful one in your case is what this being gets activated when people try to do you dirty, make deals, whether it's conspiring, plotting, backstabbing, even gossiping, I'm hearing even smear campaigns, things like that. Have bad intentions. That's when this being gets activated. But I'm also seeing that it doesn't only get activated then. There's also certain things where it's like this being has a lot of, there's a very loving, it's like almost like the feeling of you're good in the underworld, pile 4, and I hope this makes some kind of sense. You're good in the underworld. It's like you are good so deep within yourself, within your own realm of Hades, the underworld, the unknown, the subconscious, that realm of existence embraces you. So when other people are doing things that were considered repressed or hidden or underneath the surface, or they're acting from, they're moving from a place within them that's wounded or hurt or that's causing hurt to others, it activates one of the beings there that comes and it's like, so that I saw everything and you will not get away with this. Something like that, and I hope I'm making some kind of sense. So I'm also hear the silent drum and also echoes of the current. So I feel this being has also been trying to get your attention based on the cards I'm seeing here, and I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but as I pulled the cards out, it became very clear to me that it's like this being is trying to get your attention because it doesn't want you to worry about, and I don't feel a lot of you here are, but the things that are it's like how the people who maybe tried to do you wrong or do you, it's like that, don't worry about them, or don't worry about how it played out for them or what happened to them. I got this. That's this being is like, don't worry, I got this. I want you to focus on moving forward with your life and let me take care of it. It's that kind of energy. It's like, it's almost like, I know it's weird because I'm getting this energy like, like in those like mafia movies where it's like, somebody goes to, hey, yo, Tony, I'm having problems with so. Oh, they must not know who you are. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. It's like, that's this being for you. It's like, I don't want you to worry about this. Don't even worry about it. You don't even have to ask again. It's considered done. It's taken care of. Like, so it's like kind of like an energy like that. Like they have love for you. They want you to move forward. It's like you've been through enough. They want you to, move in a different direction, and they're like, I got this, and they do. They do. And it's like I feel like there's a lot of love here for you, where it's like they want you to hear your calling and go towards what is good and what is best for you. And this is like echoed multiple times here. So we also have Aquarius in the 11th house coming in reverse and the moon upright. Yeah, it's like what was done in the dark within, and there are people around you, what their true intentions were, what they were plotting, because the 11th house in Aquarius, this has a lot to do with society, with the collective, with groups. So and also we have the south node coming out. This might be something has to do with something that happened to you in the past or has happened to you in the past, because it says here there I'm being also known, there will not be anxiety about trouble. So it's like they don't want you to worry. Don't even worry about it. Pile 4, don't even worry about it. I got this. It's like that kind of energy, and you could laugh at me. I would too right now with my little accents and trying to sing. But that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. And I see here that they speak to you often through your intuition. I'm getting intuition, dreams, and emotions with the moon even. And when I get down here into who asking who your guide is, I pulled from this Angels deck and also from the Goetia deck. It just kind of confirms, and now I'm probably going to butcher this name, and I'm sorry if I do, but it looks like Aiehuya. Sorry. But it says the omniscient God. Got it. Omniscient God, and it says at the bottom, Submission to higher order identifies traitors and destroys their plans. Boom! When I saw the underworld and that, and like what was done in the dark, you know, the pact maker in reverse, I knew this was, this being, your most powerful guide, is activated and comes through when people, it's like, what could I say, identifies traitors and destroys their plans. I couldn't have said it any better. Like, that's exactly what's going on. Like, that's when the most powerful being gets activated and is doing the most work with you in your life. There's always other guides there. This being, I think, works with you on other things, but that is the most prevalent thing it does. I'm also seeing here, okay, I can't pronounce a lot of these, so just love me. Bifrons and Amon. The hanged man. Oh, I'm hearing, getting weird channeled messages. Hangs them out to dry. It's like it makes them, this being makes these people feel not even comfortable in their own skin. I'm hearing, when I heard it's also from, maybe you guys might have a message for you in pile 1 as well, but from the song from the Stairway to Heaven, your head is humming and it won't go, in case you don't know. Piper's calling you to join him. There's a feeling of like that. It's like all of a sudden their thoughts turn like their thoughts are restless. They can't think straight. They don't know what to do. It's like, oh God, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? Oh, I wasn't expecting it. It's a little bit different than the frequency I was picking up in pile 1, but it's like a feeling of panic, of not having a clear knowing of what to do next. It's like, my thoughts are racing. I can't think straight. Like this being, when it comes for them, it gets in their mind. It makes them not be able to think straight. They start thinking, they get in a really negative headspace on a very negative frequency. It gives them a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety about things that have happened and what's going to happen and what should I do now? Like they don't know what to do. I also see reveals the past and the future, reconciles friends and enemies. So it's almost giving the feeling of it, and I'm feeling like this is more playing out actually for the people who've done you wrong. What it does is it takes a lot of these people back to it connects them back to other people who are not good for those people. So it's like kind of keeping all the trash together, and I know that sounds pretty bad, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Like, it's like, oh, well, I'll just go hang out with so-so, not knowing that person's just going to betray them too. So this being is somebody that comes around, that's activated, it takes care of your enemies. It's dishing out karma. I'm actually hearing a song now by David Bowie. Changes, turn and face the strange. I feel also it messes with these people's mind. It brings about like either some kind of paranormal or supernatural things happen. Like they're having paranormal occurrences, like they'll be home alone and it's like the light flickers, and so to me that's not scary. Like to me, I love when the spirits make the light flicker. Like I have ways of talking to spirits, but to other people it's like one of those things where they start getting like, you can tell when there's a good I don't say good or bad spirit, or a we'll say mean, or a spirit that's from a low vibration, because all of a sudden if you get that feeling like oh, I feel like creeped out, they get that kind of experience. There's these little things like at the TV just turned itself on, and like they start freaking out. Some of these people might even have, I'm hearing a interesting message that like drug problems, or drink too much, or they think they're going crazy. It's like this being is really playing with their head. So it's giving the feeling like some of these people really tried to play mind games with you or do some kind of psychological warfare, and now identifies traitors and destroys their plans, is coming full force back on them, but not from another person, from the divine. And you don't want a powerful being or angel coming and dishing karma out on you. I promise you, it is not fun. These people probably think they're going crazy, or there's people who have had these experiences who have done you wrong in the past. I'm also getting I mean, look at the look on this face. It's just you're like, oh my God, there was just like this message on my phone, and I don't know. They're just freaking out. It's like I feel like a lot of these people are it's like what they were doing or taking part in is being done to them, or they're being haunted by certain things that they've done. It's definitely, it's like the spirit's not letting them forget it. And I'm hearing a lot of them are having to eat their words. For those of you who are victims of like gossip, or maybe a smear campaign, or found out people were saying not so nice things about you to other people, making you not look, explaining you in a bad light, things like that. I know this is long, but I'm just going to read it. And it's like, what people were doing in the dark, trying to be sneaky. It's like none of those people are doing good now. A lot of them are going through betrayal, judgment in reverse. A lot of them are confused. They don't know how to get to where they were. They used to feel good about themselves, and now they feel like they're having a hard time making money. People aren't being nice to them. Everything, their whole lives turned around. That was all these beings that protect you. A lot of these are underworld beings. They're the beings that can see into people's fears and repressed energies. So your most powerful spirit guide is actually a guide that dishes out karma or goes after the people who do you wrong. I'm also getting a side message here, and this might not be for everyone, but maybe for somebody. There's something here with this moon in reverse to the 9 of Swords in reverse, and I'm getting the channeled message I'm getting off these 2 cards will be very specific, and maybe for only one of you, but it's something about if there is somebody, if somebody's in jail for something they did to you, or maybe if you have a friend or family or a loved one or something in jail, or somebody you know who's in jail and either loves you or wants to talk to you, or you're connected to somebody and they're like either maybe incarcerated, this person's thinking about you a lot and they're worried, and that's what I'm getting. So I know that won't be for everybody, but it's giving the feeling of either they're worried about if you'll still be there, or they're worried about if you know what they did or the truth about what they did. So it depends on if this is somebody who you're connected to in a good way or a bad way. It'll translate differently depending on your situation. I hope that makes some kind of sense. But I keep getting, if you see all those swords, it's like, or could it just be a prison of their own thoughts? Somebody might be a prisoner in their own mind right now, worried about how you feel about them, or if you know what they did, and their own thoughts are starting to haunt them. And for some of you, it's not their own thoughts. They don't realize those thoughts are being planted there by a very powerful being that protects you, because that being knows what the heck they did. So I love you guys. So that is your most powerful spirit guide. I am going to go ahead and close this out here. If you're new, I hope you feel called to like and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.